You've probably heard a million times that saving money is the key to a secure financial future. And it makes sense, right? But what if that advice is only telling you half the story? What if, by doing the responsible thing and saving your money, you're actually losing it every single day? Today, we're going to dig into why that might just be the case. Welcome to the BRAINELM Labs channel. Here, our whole goal is to make you better aware of personal finance and, all those other money and finance-related topics. All right, let's really look at this statement for a second. A guaranteed way to go broke slowly. I mean, that sounds totally backwards, doesn't it? We are all taught that saving money is the responsible thing to do. And to be clear, it is. But there's this hidden force at work, something that makes this very surprising statement completely true. Let's break down what's really going on behind the scenes. And this brings us to something we can call the saver's paradox. It's this strange conflict where you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You're putting money aside for the future, but somehow you're actually losing financial ground over time. You feel like you're being safe, but the real value, the power of your money, is quietly shrinking away. It's a perfectly fair question. I mean, look at your bank statement. That number isn't going down. In fact, if you're earning any interest, it's probably ticking up just a little bit. So where's the loss? Well, the answer isn't about the amount of money you have. It's about what that money can actually buy. To really get this, we need to meet the culprit. It's a word you've definitely heard before, but maybe you haven't thought about how it's directly reaching into your savings account. We call it the invisible thief, and its name is inflation. So what is inflation, really? In the simplest terms, it's just the reason things get more expensive over time. It means that every single dollar you have buys a little bit less today than it did yesterday. Let's make this real. Okay, here's a real-world scenario. Imagine a woman doing her weekly grocery shopping. Last year, her cart full of essentials cost her exactly $100. This year, she goes to the store, she buys the exact same items, but when she gets to the checkout, the total is $103. Now, she didn't buy any more food. It's just that the power of her money went down. That $100 just doesn't go as far as it used to. So, if prices are going up, the next logical question you have to ask is the money in my savings account growing fast enough to keep up with it? To answer that, we need to calculate something called your money's real return. And this is where the problem becomes crystal clear. Just look at the gap on this chart. On average, the cost of living, that's inflation, tends to go up by about 3% every year. But the interest you earn in a standard savings account, it's usually somewhere around 0.5%. The math here is pretty simple, and it is not working in your favor. Your costs are rising about 6 times faster than your savings are actually growing. So, to figure out what's really happening to your money's value, we do a very simple bit of math. You just take the interest you're earning, and from that, you subtract the rate of inflation. The number that's left over, that's your real return. And that's the true measure of whether your money is actually growing or shrinking. And so, here it is. When we do the math, your 0.5% interest minus that 3% inflation, you are left with a negative number. A real return of negative 2.5%. This is the single most important thing to understand. Every single year, your money just sits there in savings. Its actual purchasing power is dropping by 2.5%. You are, quite literally, going broke slowly. Okay, so does all this mean that saving is a terrible idea and you should just stop? No, absolutely not. The solution isn't to get rid of your savings account. The solution is to redefine the role your cash plays in your financial life. We have to start thinking of our money as having different jobs. Think of it like this. Your money needs to have 2 very different jobs. On one side, you've got your savings account. Its job is defense. It's for safety, for emergencies, for short-term goals, things you need cash for quickly. But on the other side, you've got your investments. Their job is offense. Their purpose is to grow your wealth, to actually beat inflation, and to achieve those really big long-term goals. Here's a really powerful way to picture this. Think of your money like a living thing, like a tree. If a tree isn't growing, what's happening? It's dying. Well, it's the same with money. Money that just sits there completely stagnant, it loses its vitality. It essentially rots away through the slow decay of inflation. For it to really thrive, it needs to be planted somewhere it can actually grow. So, what does this all boil down to for you personally?
Let's distill all of this into one simple, actionable idea. This is the BRAINELM Lab's takeaway.
It really comes down to a simple two-step strategy. Step 1, build your safety net. Figure out what 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses are and keep that amount of cash in a savings account. That is your emergency fund. Then step 2, for any money you have beyond that safety net, you need to start the process of investing it for long-term growth, with the very specific goal of earning a return that's higher than inflation. Ultimately, this is all about using the right tool for the right job. You absolutely need the safety and security of savings, but you also need the growth power of investing to build a truly strong financial future. It's not about choosing one or the other. It's about understanding that you need both, working together to really thrive. Thank you for watching.